Boxing King Media in association with Boxer, Mr. Frank Warren. First, Warren, thank you for your time. I want to put a misconception to bed as well, because a lot of people think when you get asked heated questions, you won't give an interview the second time around. Last time we had a bit of a heated debate, but we're back here again. So I think it was doing the Fury Chisora, I can't even remember what it was about, but people have this misconception and I wanted to correct it.
I've got no problem. You ask me a question, I'll answer it. You don't like the answer, that's your problem, not mine.
That's it, Mr. Warren, thank you. First thing I want to ask you is 18 fighters have tried, 18 have been knocked out. Why is Anthony Yarde going to be the guy that's going to break his own?
Well, this is a mandatory defence. It was ordered by the WBO, and I think that Anthony has got a lot of experience over the years. He's already fought for a world title. He's very unlucky not to have won it. I think it could be his time. This, as you say, Arthur's he's the only world champion who's got a perfect record: 18 fights, 18 knockouts. Anthony's got an 88% knockout ratio, so something's got to give. And if he can maintain his composure, Anthony, in there, if he can set the pace, I think he can come through this and win.
The fact that he's turned 38, are you banking a lot on that maybe age may catch up with him?
I mean, it's part of it. It's not the main factor. That a lot of these Eastern European fighters turn pro late and fight late. I think he's got the tools to do this. I really think that will make the fight. But look, anything happens in boxing. We've seen upsets plenty of times, and I feel he can cause an upset here.
If Anthony does win, is there any obligations for a rematch?
No, it's a mandatory defence.
On the undercard, you've got a lot of prospects. Moses Ituma's getting all the limelight. Is there any other fighters on the undercard you think the fans can keep an eye out for?
Yeah, I mean, his brother, he's done well, Carroll. I mean, he again was at an outstanding amateur record. He was the Olympic youth gold medalist. There are a lot of kids on there, a lot of young kids coming through that I'm sure you're going to like. I mean, we got that great WBA flyweight title between the Ukrainian and the guy from Costa Rica. That's going to be exciting. That will be an exciting fight.
Could a winner of that potentially, could it involve you working with Sonny Edwards again, maybe in a unification fight?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not considered, to be quite honest. I mean, we've got the fight on, it's on. Who knows what happens in boxing? Sonny's done really well for himself. He's a tremendous boxer, really a tremendous boxer.
There's nobody that knows the heavyweight game better than yourself, because everyone saw what he did last year. You know boxing inside out, so based on that, Moses Ituma, how confident are you that he will break Mike Tyson's record?
I don't know where he's going to break. I mean, that's his ambition, and I'd like to see it happen, but we're not going to push him just to break a record. Each fight, we'll take each fight as it comes as promoters and making his matches, and if he does it, he does it. But when he does fight for a world title, it'll be when he's ready to fight for a world title, when I feel that he's ready to fight for it, and his team and his manager, my son Francis, feel that he's ready for it. And his trainer feel that he's ready for it. No one's going to be rushing him. This is not a 100-yard dash, this is a marathon.
When you signed up all these heavyweights, did you kind of plan this long term, that at some point I'm going to take over the heavyweight game, because you've got some of the best heavyweights in world boxing, and potentially all your heavyweights are going to be in world title fights this year?
Well, we've worked. I mean, we bought Joe Joyce's contract from Richard Schaefer's team. We obviously Daniel, we signed him. Daniel Dubois, young, we signed him, and they've all done brilliantly, both of them. David Adelaide is another outstanding young heavyweight. He's fighting at York Hall in a few weeks' time. He's 10-0 at the moment. He's got a great future in front of him. And Moses, we've been sponsoring him, I think, for nearly 2 years now. So the early days he was spotted as being, one to look out for, and he's proved his worth with what he'd done last year as the European gold medalist. Knocked out his 4 opponents, knocked them all out in the first round, and then he went on to win the world championship as well, gold medalist. So he's done everything as a junior. He hasn't fought as a senior. His birthday was in December, and he immediately turned pro with us. And I think he's got a great future ahead of him. I really do.
And just a quick couple of the topics. Tyson Fury, could Ramadan play a part in maybe arranging that fight in Saudi? Because I think you've got like a 2-week gap in March.
We haven't decided where it's taking place yet. So he's going to fight in the spring, and that'll be when we conclude our deal.
And Tommy Fury, the rumours are it's 25th of Feb, but when can we expect an official announcement?
if there is an announcement, we'll let you know.
And just on behalf of the fans, it's nice to see you back at the press conferences, because I know you're selective about the ones that you attend.
That's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lovely.